Well, how are you doing, Dylan? I'm sorry I'm so late.
You're fine, dude. Welcome to my world.
I kept. You know what they say about people who are running late, right?
Yeah, most optimistic.
We're the most optimistic.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm full of optimism.
If I didn't fully Steve McQueen my quad on the last trail, I would have been home like an hour ago. But I could chowder real hard. I don't even know how I'm going to get her off the trailer.
Oh, man.
It's a struggle to get her on the trailer. And she's heavy.
I was about to say, yeah, that's...
Oh, it's 650 pounds, I think.
What?
Yeah. Joe was like, put it in neutral. Let's push it. I'm like, you don't get that. We're not doing that. I'll leave it here.
Yeah.
I'm not pushing that up the ramps.
Down.
That escalated quickly.
You jumped up a notch.
Not a fight. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We gotta keep our composure.
You need to take it down. You really need to take it down a notch.
So because I was riding all morning, I'm going to sound like I'm hitting puberty probably on this one because I did a lot of yelling.
That's okay.
A few times.
It happens late for some people. It's no shame.
Dude, if I hit puberty in my mid-30s, that would be a problem.
That would.
Yeah. Oof.
Hit up old Guinness Book of World Records.
Talking about Guinness Book of World Records, that's a perfect segue, Dylan. I would probably set the world record for latest puberty if I hit it in my mid-30s. And it would be a Guinness Book of World Records.
Disturbing.
And that's what we're going to talk about today. Some normal Guinness Book of World Records stuff. Not that
With
stuff.
normal puberty cycles.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, normal-ish. They're pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, some of these, yeah.
But not that kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
I got a lot of energy drinks in me today.
I'm catching up.
I'm squirreling.
I'm pacing with you.
I'm squirreling hard right now. I had another one on the way home. I think about 500 milligrams of caffeine today overall. It's not too bad.
It's a good day.
Spread over the day.
Yeah, it's a good day.
A couple Red Bulls, Celsius in there.
Ooh, yeah.
Sugar-free Red Bull.
Yeah, sugar-free is good. Okay.
Red Bull.
Yeah, that's
What
why you're
movie
not
is that?
crashing right now.
Yeah, I'm just going to ride this all the way to bedtime and then
Boom.
boom.
Horizontal flatline.
Oh, man. Before we get into the crazy facts, I think we had touched on this once before. Adrenaline, we get the fix from the gym. Like it gives you an adrenaline rush. Has there ever been a point through your physical fitness journey, through your entire life, where it was just like a defining moment where you just hit a personal best record or like anything like that?
The first dunk. That was when I was like, okay.
You used to be able to dunk?
Yeah, I can't now. I mean, I'd have to stretch a lot, boy.
Well,
I'd have
because
to stretch.
you're 6'1",
I'm
right?
6'1", so it's not too terrible, for me to do it. But
I touched the rim, but that's it.
I was nowhere near as athletic in my early years and through high school as I was after playing ball in college.
Yeah.
I mean, my high school and middle school, for that matter, we had gyms and we had PE. We had coaches or teachers that would, train us.
Yeah.
But it was never like a true strength and conditioning program.
Okay.
And when I got a hold of that in college, I got faster, I got stronger.
Yeah, man.
And I got like more limber and agile. And I remember just playing pickup one of my first years in college out there. There was an apartment complex.
Were you trying to do it or did it just happen?
No, it happened. Every time I would try and do it, it was just, mind never matter type thing. It was the way I had the ball. I would always like catch it on the rim.
Can you palm it or did you have to hold it against your forearm?
No, I can palm it.
Damn.
Like,
Were people watching?
Yeah, there were people watching, and it wasn't much. It was just like guys waiting to play next and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was some of our football guys we played with, some random people at the college that we knew were friends with and we'd play pickup ball with. But I kind of bounce around as a utility player playing pickup basketball. I'm never in one spot very long. I'm just all over the court. And I remember I was breaking down, and my buddy, he saw me coming open. He just throws an alley-oop. Like, I don't know if he meant to do it as an alley-oop or if it was a high pass.
Yeah.
But I just like jumped, grabbed it, palmed it, and like dunked it. And dude, I freaked out. I was like, I just dunked that. And everybody else was like, we know, we saw it.
That's crazy.
But, and then the other moment was, this was funny, but they messed up the depth chart in the roster in high school one time. This was when I was a sophomore. So it was my first year starting.
Football now, we're football.
Yeah,
okay.
Senior quarterback graduated, so I took over sophomore through senior year, and we were under Tannehill at that time. They messed up the roster, and they put next to my name instead of QB, they put ATH, so athlete.
Okay.
And I joked with him. I was like, hey, coach, you see this? Like, they got athlete. He was like, never.
You're not
He's
doing
like, you're
anything.
a quarterback. He's like, you're not an athlete. We're not putting you down as an athlete.
So
like,
basically,
keep dreaming.
You were classified as like a what's the name of that Hill quarterback in
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
Swiss Army knife of
Yeah,
football.
they put me as that, and he was just like, yeah, that is an error. Very far from the truth.
Get it out of your head now.
But in college, they played a very RPO style offense, and I was a pocket passer, so my style of quarterback did not fit the offense,
right?
The perfect way. So I had to, work at that to be able to fit into that offense.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, like first year I ever played college ball, I talked the coaches into letting me come on as anything, any type of special teams, anything like that. And on the roster, dude, my first start in college, they had next to my name, ATH. And I was like, I'm there, baby. I am there.
This is where I want to be.
Yeah, dude.
I'm telling you, it's some of the most electric game to watch, I think, when you see somebody come into the game like a Taysom Hill. What was the biggest injury? I may have asked you this before, but what was like the biggest injury you had to physically rehab and come back from?
The hardest one, I broke my thumb first year.
Left or right hand?
Left.
Oh, thank
God. So I
God.
broke like a 30-yard run. Oddly enough, some of my biggest plays I remember in college were runs because it was an RPO style offense.
Yeah.
And I was never expected to run, but this was scout team. I busted like a 30-yard run. I didn't think anybody was behind
30
me.
yard, dude.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. We were like the 30, 35-yard line, and I broke it, and like I'm 5 yards away from the goal line thinking I'm about to score, running as fast as I could. And I get tripped up from behind. Strong safety at this point.
Yeah.
He dives, catches my foot, and I fall. But when I go to brace my fall, instead of flat hand, my hand was turned.
Oh, no.
And that thumb, I felt it hit my forearm, and it snapped it and cracked it. It looked like just a jigsaw
Dude, you're
puzzle.
lucky it was left.
That one wasn't bad, although I was in a cast and missed like 4 to 6 weeks of the season.
Dang.
The toughest, though.
What year was that?
That was 2015.
So college.
Yeah.
Okay.
2015.
Dang,
then going
dude.
into 2017, this was into 2016.
Hold on, wait, sorry. 2015, were you at Coastal?
No, I was at Newberry. I
Newberry,
transferred
okay.
to Newberry, and that was fall camp when that happened, right at the end of fall camp going into the season. Played that year. I think we went to the playoffs, lost first round. The second year, 2016, no injuries. We ended up winning the SAC, the conference that year, and went like 2 games deep in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then my third season, going into my third season, this wasn't even playing football. This was winter conditioning. We had a tackling drill. Not a big deal, but it was so cold. That was the first drill we went out to do. And the dummy, when I tackled him, the way I landed, the dummy was on my left shoulder.
Yeah.
But and I wrapped it so this shoulder hit the ground first after tackling.
Wow.
It popped my AC joint out of place. Dude.
You'll feel that forever.
No, I don't feel it a bit now.
Really?
What it was, they didn't have to do anything. If I had to have something
and it
done
was
to
your right
it,
arm too.
Yeah, they would have had to go in with like a micro saw and like shave my collarbone down to fill it back into that AC joint.
Okay.
Luckily, it settled on its own. But man, I'm telling you, for like 2 to 3 weeks, I could not lift my right arm level.
That
I
must
could
have been
lift
scary,
it a little.
dude.
It was crazy.
Like your
they
mind.
say it was like one of those things they were like, you will be fine in 2 to 3 weeks, but you will not feel fine at any point up to that.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part. Like, I'm glad that I asked you that because my relation to that obviously is my accident.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to wrap your mind around the recovery in the beginning, because it takes so long for the process to begin to recover. Like, you have to rest. And as an athlete and as an adrenaline junkie, we can agree resting is impossible. Like when I injure myself at the gym, if I take a day, usually I'll still go in and I'll just work something else out. You know what I mean? Like I can't stop. Mentally, it's really hard to get past that, you know? Like for those of you out there that don't know what happened to me, I had an accident, which is how Dylan and I met, which we didn't really talk about this much at the beginning of the show. And one day we'll maybe just dive into the whole story. I actually am writing a book about the whole thing. But I had an accident and I wound up having a spinal cord injury, which is why I'm technically considered a walking paraplegic. I have numbness and I have some paralysis in my lower extremities, but the mind over matter thing, that was the hardest part. You know, like having the doctor, I said to try and like, I don't want to say psych myself out, but just kind of overshoot the recovery. I said, yeah, it'll be to the doctor. I was like, yeah, I'm thinking 5 years, hoping he would be like, oh, no, like maybe a year or two, you know? But this was back when they still didn't think I'd walk again. And he said, wow, you're the first time a patient's actually had a realistic timeline. And I know I sounded strong by saying 5 years, but mentally I was like, oh my gosh, I was really hoping that I was bluffing that, but I wasn't. And boy, you know, being laid up, non-weight bearing, I couldn't stand up for 3 months. I couldn't even try, you know? And then once you do, it's just so painful. To get past that is difficult. And the reason why I bring up your injury and that injury is because physically we're talking today about these human feats of just like, you're a freak. You know, these people are freaks. And I mean that in the best of ways. You know what I mean? I'm not
It's a compliment.
Yeah, it's a compliment. I'm not trying to be a jerk about it. Like when I call somebody a freak, like a freak of nature, I'm blown away by what they're capable of doing. And what I did, I'm not relating myself. I'm not calling myself a freak of nature because I recovered from an injury.
He is though.
I'm not saying that. These people are freaks of nature. I recovered from an injury, you know. It was a lot of injuries. It was a lot of injuries. And it's a constant recovery. And I'm basically in physical therapy for the rest of my life, the way I see it. But we're going to talk about some crazy human things and some facts that I did research on. And every now and then you and I will send videos back and forth to each other of just like, we in the beginning, one of the first episodes, it was like episode 2 or 3 or 4, it was adrenaline junkies. And we were showing off these people, non-motorized things like nitro circus and stuff that were just, it's jaw dropping, you know, what these people do. And some of them were world records, but I found some insane world records and competitions that I wanted to talk about today. I sent some of them to you, but the first one, strongman competitions.
Dude, they pull semis.
They do the craziest stuff, man.
What?
And when you watch them do it too, like these guys are just like two of the biggest ones that I was always impressed by, and I think I even follow him on social media. Eddie Hall, the guy is a human.
Huge.
He's a human bowling ball.
Huge.
The guy is massive. And then, not to one up him, I think they both have won strongman competitions. But Brian Shaw, he's taller. So to be that stack, that height is very difficult to do. But those two guys are monsters. They're freaks. They are freaks.
It amazes me they can have the size they have at the height that they are.
Yeah, usually the taller you are, the harder it is to build muscle.
Not for them.
But not for
They're
them.
crazy.
And even Eddie Hall, like you think Eddie Hall is short because he stands next to Brian Shaw, but I think Eddie Hall is still like 6'1". Or 60. He's still tall. He's over 6 feet. I know. I'm pretty sure he's over 6 feet. But and now he does funny stuff, dude. Like his YouTube channel is hilarious. Shout out Eddie Hall. Like he'll do like the one thing I saw him doing. He did like a UFC fight with twins. Yeah. Like smaller dudes, and he's just tossing them like nothing, like they're little kids,
just like ragdolling them. That was hilarious.
It is so funny. You could see when he's like, it's almost like
our kids, dude. Our kids will wrestle
yeah.
with us, and
Yeah,
that's how we
he's
treat them.
just
But you can see with like his switch flipped, and he was like, "Okay, y'all are starting to annoy me."
Yeah, now
like, here I go.
I was swatting gnats at first. Now I'm gonna just take you out. You know what I'm saying? But they do things like you said. They do the vehicle pull. They pull like trucks with trailers, and they're just like they got a harness.
We're talking
on.
about your 650-pound four-wheeler. Like this thing is enormous.
They could squat my four-wheeler with ease. You know what I mean? Like that's one of the things that I put in here. One of the world records, which we'll get to, is squat world record. But let's keep going on this because these are events to show off human abilities. And yeah, you got the Olympics and you got sports, you got football, and they're nothing to sneeze at. Like those guys are the best of the best at what they do, and women are the best of the best at what they do. But these are some of the like not as mainstream ones that I want to bring attention to. So they do the tire flip in the strongman competitions, the big tractor tires, and they just throw them and they make it look like child's
Those
play.
things are heavy.
And then they do the craziest one, in my opinion, the crucifix hold, which for those of you who don't know, they just hold on to as much weight as they can with arms stretched out. Go grab 15 pounds and pick it up and hold it for an average person. We work out.
I was about to say, when I was a personal trainer, I would always advise people and tell them, like, your shoulders working together, you know, full body movement, like overhead
that.
press.
Yes.
That's a different story. But as far as weight bearing on just your shoulders, isolating them, 15, 20 pounds is like, you don't need to go over that. There's no benefit. You're putting stress on your shoulders at that point.
It's insane.
It's crazy the amounts they hold.
I had a buddy of mine tell me that his shoulders, he started getting wide in the shoulders and like really seeing the definition. I'm like, what are you doing to do that? And he goes, 15 pounds. I just rep 15 pounds until I can't rep it anymore. I'm like, but you're a big guy. And he goes, you don't need it.
Exactly.
You don't need anything more than 15 pounds.
It's a small muscle, dude.
Oh man. And it works.
Yeah.
It works for sure. Okay. Moving on from the strongman competitions, Ironman competitions. These are nuts. So this is what, for those of you who don't know, Ironman competitions, it's a 2.4 mile swim, which is so physically
Swimming
demanding.
back and forth in just a normal pool in our neighborhood
It's
is tiring.
exhausting. Then you got to get the breathing right. And like, oh my gosh. Then immediately following the swim, you come out of the water and you get on a bike and you ride that for 112 miles.
You take the very first one off of that number, and that's a lot for me. I'm like 12 miles. That's a lot. 100 more than that?
Dude, I did 30 miles today on the quad in the woods, and that was exhausting. And that was with a motor. Like, come on, dude. That's insane. Then immediately following the bike, they run for 26.2 miles, which I think is a full marathon run, if I'm not mistaken. I think a full marathon is just over 26 miles.
I think that's right.
Right? That sounds about right.
Either way.
Yeah, because a 5K.
You got a nice little warm up.
A 5K is 3 point. Yeah, dude, a warm up.
Just a nice warm up.
Just warm up the legs.
I wonder if you ask them, I wonder which portion of that is the hardest.
I think it probably changes for everybody.
Yeah.
I think
that's a good point.
I could do it. I think I could do an Ironman if the 112 miles on a bike was all downhill. I could do it. If you do that, then I'd be good. I could make it happen.
No pedaling.
Yeah. But they do all of this, one immediately following the other, which is it's insane. Like they have a 24-hour limit. I think you can't go over 24 hours or you fail. Like you don't complete the Ironman. But a lot of them, it's not about winning. A lot of these people compete in the Ironman just to finish.
I would be happy finishing just one of these
One
sections.
of them. Yeah, just one of them.
In a week.
If I could swim 2.4 miles, that's probably like one of the widest parts of Lake Murray is probably 2.4 miles. That's no.
Nope. I'm not doing it.
No. Not to mention there are cities buried under Lake Murray. And I want no part of swimming over old, not
we
cities,
know how I feel about
towns.
the ocean. I mean, to be out there for God knows how long it takes to swim to...
Something just reaches up. Could you imagine?
I'm good on that.
Have you seen the video of the old bridge? No. It's really cool. It's like 200 feet down, but there are divers that have gone down and videoed the bridge that originally crossed on this side of the dam. It's really cool looking. All right, moving on. The Iditarod. What is the Iditarod, you might ask?
What is the Iditarod, Corey?
The Iditarod is a 1,000-mile trek across Alaska in winter.
I think the better definition of that is pure insanity.
These guys are freaks. And granted, listen, they're on a sled with 12 to 14 dogs pulling it, but
The fact they got to put the fine print on there and say you must finish with 5 dogs attached. So we're willing to sacrifice 7 to 9 dogs to finish this race.
which is kind of sad if you think about it.
Yeah.
But granted, like mush dogs, which I think is what they're called, the dogs you put on the sled, they want to run. These dogs are bred to run. I have a dog that's half husky. You guys met her in the previous episode. She's half a husky. That dog in cold air will run next to my quad at 25 miles an hour until I stop my quad. It's crazy. But they go through that race. And for those of you who want a really great movie to watch, Iron Will from back in the day, I don't know if you ever saw it. It's on Disney Plus. Shout out Disney Plus. It's a great movie, Iron Will. It's about the Iditarod. And it's kind of sad. You know, they got dogs in there and problems and sleds falling through ice and stuff like that. But it is, dude, what a good movie. It's a really great movie. You guys should check it out.
That would be impressive to finish.
I want you to talk about this next one because you love the ocean. Yep, go for it.
Heck no. This free diving,
Dude, yeah.
why would you want to put yourself... This is no equipment.
Yep.
Like, you're just body weighting, swimming down a
Yeah.
football field, a little over a football field, back down and up, like, in 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. But,
Yeah. But
dude,
you're holding your breath the whole time. You got no tanks on.
that's the part that amazes me is you're swimming down, you know, over 300 feet with no equipment while holding your breath, but you have to take into consideration, like, you got to come back up from how deep that pressure is. What?
Think about if you panic. You're 150 feet down. You're not even halfway, and you panic.
What if you hiccup?
Well,
What if you had
know
a
what?
hiccup?
All right, so I bet in the diving competitions, I didn't look too far into it, but I bet when it's a competition, I bet they have safety divers. They probably got safety divers with oxygen
I would hope
at certain levels, you know what I mean? But imagine free diving and no safety diver. You're 150 feet down and you panic. You won't think about how long it's going
I
to take.
can't go
for you
down
to get,
10 feet without snorting a little bit of water.
Oof, that's crazy. You guys,
I would not finish this.
You guys are freaks. Free divers are freaks. This is one of the ones that inspired this episode because the last episode we were talking about that music video where they tied the girl to the bottom of the pool and it was all one continuous shot. That's nuts, dude. Nuts. Some of them I've seen free divers just hold rocks and just sink.
And like, that's the thing. It's
That's
one thing to hold your
terrifying.
breath being still underwater. Like, they're being active this whole time.
The stress of falling underwater with no air tanks, holding onto a rock. If I could go deep, I think I'll be generous. 20 feet. I bet if I got to 20 feet, I would be like, no, I'm done, and I'd drop it. You know? Oof, that's terrifying. This is one of my favorite ones, and I did like it wasn't one of these in particular, but I think it was called a Spartan race when I was living on Long Island. But the Tough Mudders.
Oh, yeah.
So these are obstacle courses. They're about 10 to 12 miles long. You got fire, water, electricity, heights, balance, strength, everything. And the Tough Mudders, I think you can do it as a team too. Like you can help each other across. But these competitions, look up like highlights online of Tough Mudders. You want to test yourself. You want to give yourself, you know what? I like to put it this way. If you want to go down the path of a physical fitness journey and you want an end goal of like a big accomplishment, sign up for one of these things.
Yeah. We have Spartan races here, very mild version of
the
this.
one I did was very mild.
Yeah. Very mild versions of this. But you do see a lot of people when I was training, that would be something they'd be training for is to do that.
Absolutely.
So
I
now
think
they do
it's-
have some hardcore ones, different areas, different times, usually once a year. But those things are...
They're cool,
They can
dude.
be
Like
rough.
I remember the one, so I did mine before my accident, so I was fully able. So you had to like run across lily pads in a pond. You had to climb up a rope and ring a bell. You had to climb up over walls. It was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it with my friends, and we didn't try to time it. We just tried to finish it. You know what I mean? And I was able to do every single obstacle. It was so much fun. Highly suggest them. But the people who go out there and compete and like win timed events with these things, they're nuts. Think of Ninja Warrior, but on steroids, super long, getting covered in mud.
A lot less hygienic.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I didn't practice any of these words, so you're going to say them.
Okay.
Tell us about some of these crazy physical records that I found.
Joseph Salek.
I was going to
Salek.
go. Yeah, I was going to go Joseph.
That's what I'm going to go with.
Okay.
Joseph Salek in the Czech Republic has the record for the longest plank.
Now, wait a minute. Explain what a plank is.
Plank. So you have different versions, but basically how this one was, hands down underneath your shoulders, feet extended, almost like you're going to do a push-up.
This one was on his hands, not his elbows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
dude, the elbows are harder in my opinion.
Oh, you think?
I think so.
Yeah, I guess you can't shift your weight as much.
Yeah.
Harder on the shoulders.
Yeah, the hands directly under the shoulders. So once again, like we're talking, when you're on your forearms, you kind of engage the triceps a little bit more. The traditional plank is hands down. All that is shoulder bearing.
So, okay, so like push up.
9 hours, 38 minutes, and 47 seconds.
Think about being in the push-up position for 9 hours, 38 minutes,
just
and 47
waiting for
seconds.
someone to say down and then up, but they never say it.
For those of you out there, think of it this way. The moment you leave for work to the moment you get home from work every day, imagine just being in a push-up position and you can't move.
You can't make your mind up if you want to do a push-up or not.
Oh my God.
What?
That's insane. Wow.
Mm-mm.
Okay. What else we got, Dylan?
Evan Singleton.
Okay. Sounds American.
Yeah. Record for the heaviest deadlift.
Yeah.
And the weight of this is very equivalent to something that you could not imagine deadlifting. Mm-hmm. A horse.
Yeah.
1,134 pounds.
Average horse is between 1,000 and 1,200 pounds. You're talking a big, buff, beautiful, muscular horse.
Just go out to the Kentucky Derby and be like, hey, I'm deadlifting you in 5 minutes.
Deadlifting that. And if you guys want to see crazy videos, I don't know if it's one of the ones that I'm going to show later, but if you watch people deadlifting in these strongman competitions, some of them just start pouring blood out of their nose, and they're like,
just because the strain.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's so strange. Imagine
they're pushing themselves to
1 inch off in his form at any moment during that up or down process, because it's not just getting it up and holding it. Like you got
judges watching you. You got to do it the right way.
Yeah, you have to lock it out, hold it, and then you can drop it. But at any point in time, you are just the slightest bit off.
And you got a solid steel bar bending. I know, dude. Snap, crackle, pop.
Dude.
Snap, crackle, pop. And you think about it too, it's crazy because the majority of these strongmen, their bones are no different than an average human. They're the same size bones. You know what I'm saying? And they got like this much muscle around it.
I remember watching the first person ever, like in person, squat 700 pounds. It was a crazy athlete we had in high school.
Yeah. In high school?
Dude. He was huge. He was like 6'3", 6'4", probably like 250 plus.
They build him different down here in the South, people.
But he looked like the guy off 8 Mile, the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the big black guy. We called him Mile for his nickname.
Okay.
And he went under that bar at 700 pounds, dropped down, squatted it fast, like bounced it. And they're like, we don't think you got low enough. And he like snorts and like grunts at him. And he's like, all right. Does it again.
He didn't reset?
No. He just went right back down and did it again.
He repped 700
pounds. Twice. The first one was a good rep. I don't care what they say. I wish they would get 400 pounds under them and try it.
Yeah,
that's
seriously.
ridiculous.
Oh my God, dude. Okay, so that was insane. Let's move to the next one. What do we got?
Alex Honnold. Free solo of 3,000 feet.
Yeah, this is
El Capitan Yosemite.
Yep.
Took him 3 hours and 56 minutes.
So there's a documentary about this that you can watch. I think it's called Free Solo. And this guy climbed 3,000 feet with no safety cables.
No way.
Dude, I can't even fathom that.
It's hard to.
I went to look at a car the other day, and the guy was like, "Yeah, it's in the garage. It's in the basement under the house." But it was like a really tall, multiple story house. So when we got to the garage, the stairs to the garage, the ceiling was all the way to the top of the second floor, and the floor was all the way to the bottom of the basement. I got vertigo at the top of the stairs. 3,000 feet? Get out of town. I'm not doing that. Golly. All right, moving on.
Some kind of like assistance.
Hats off to you, Alex and Arnold, whatever. Sorry. Good luck with this one. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm preparing. Wojciech Prunski. Wojciech Prunski.
We'll just go Prunski.
Prunski,
dude.
From Poland.
Yep.
Ice submersion. So this isn't your little traditional, polar plunge we're doing.
Backyard.
Nope. This is straight ice submersion for 4 hours, 6 minutes, and 7 seconds.
How does he not get hypothermia? The only thing that was above the ice was his head.
That record was set when they finally decided to pull him out of the ice, probably. I could not imagine being able to feel anything after 30 minutes in ice.
What do you think his internal body temperature was? Like,
no, we're supposed to go below a certain...
We're supposed to run 98.6, right? Average.
That sounds right.
Man. Oof. Gosh dang, dude. That's crazy. All right. This one's in the USA.
I'm just calling him frigid air.
Yeah. he then walks into a room and the whole temperature in the room changes like multiple degrees.
He's a walking AC unit.
Oh my gosh.
Truett Haynes.
USA.
Yep. Record for pull-ups. He fought David Goggins on this one and he won 10,001 pull-ups in 24 hours.
That's crazy.
Pull-ups are...
I can do about 8 at a time. That's it.
I can rep probably 15, give or take, in one set.
Wow.
And then I could probably do that maybe in one workout. I can probably do anywhere from 30 to 50 pull-ups.
Okay.
Without like breaking form.
Within like an hour workout?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's solid, dude.
But
that is an average normal athletic human being.
Yeah, that's nothing special.
No. You are an athlete. I'm more average. I can do maybe like 3 sets of 8. That's about it.
That's still really good, dude, because pull-ups, a lot of people don't realize they either have bad form with them and they don't need to be doing them.
Or they're like throwing their weight up, which is,
I'm talking
that's
about
not a real pull-up.
Full extension, chin over bar, come down.
Tough, dude.
And hang do not let your momentum carry to
That's
keep
so
going.
hard, dude.
So hard.
10,000. I love how he had to do the one.
I
had to do
wonder how he went into this and paced himself. What was his pace?
What did he do at a time? Because I know, for me, when I do push-ups to warm up, I'll do 300 push-ups in a warm-up, and I'll do 2 minutes on the treadmill, 30 push-ups. 2 minutes on the treadmill, 30 push-ups, and that's how I space it out. Mm-hmm. So over the course of about a half hour, I'll walk a mile with assistance, of course, because I need it, and then 300 push-ups. You're right. I would love to know how he did it. I'm sure there's video out there, but... Anyway, what's the next one?
My eyes just played tricks on me.
Uh-oh.
William James Sidis.
Yeah.
By 2, he was reading the New York Times. Okay.
We're getting off the physical.
Reading
We're going
it and
to mental here,
understanding it, reading the New York Times, knowing the words.
I can't even read it now.
And by 6, the age 6, 6-year-old human knew 8 languages fluently. Could speak them, could conversate in them.
Bro.
By 6. I can't remember Spanish that I took for 4 years. I can tell you, hey, how are you? Here's my name.
Yeah.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca, Pedro?
Yeah.
I'm brushing up on my Spanish. We're opening a Globo gym in Mexico City. Anyway, that's crazy. Hats off to you. I don't know how old that kid is now, but he is the future of our world doing stuff like that. That's incredible.
He is AI.
And yeah, right. He's human AI. And hats off to the parents too, cultivating the environment for him to thrive in that and feeding his brain, seeing that at a young age and knowing we got to give this kid more. That's incredible. Good on you guys. That's really awesome.
Dude. This one right here, Rajveer Meena.
Yep.
Memorized 70,000 digits of pi, which is an ever-changing number. There's no end. memorized 70,000 of it.
And recited it.
Recited it blindfolded.
Oh my God.
There's no pattern to it. So
How
it's
do you
not like you can be like,
remember
okay, well, I know every 25th number, it resets back to the first one.
Yeah.
No, they would, on that 25th number, they would put the line over it that says it repeats at this point. There's no pattern.
How is it even possible?
I don't know.
I should have fact checked that one.
I got to remember at 50,000, this is the number. Like,
that's crazy. I know a 3.1.
that's a different type of muscle memory, I'm sure.
I know 3.14. That's all I know.
How long it took them to practice up to that amount. And if he just gave up, like, he probably could have memorized
but you know
more.
what? I bet that's something that, like, he probably just one day realized, like, man, I can memorize a lot of numbers. It's like those people that are human calculators. They're nuts, dude. And that's the thing. Like, you could be a freak of nature and just with your brain. And I think that's incredible. Also, think about this, people. And this is going to blow your mind because it blew mine when I thought about it or heard it because I didn't think of this. I'm not this smart. Languages, right? We name everything in our languages. We name shirt, jersey, wheel, ukulele. We name those
This is
things.
my bottle.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
We name these things. The brain is what we use to name these things. So that means that the brain named itself. Brain.
Oh.
Yeah.
The amount of gray area my mind is in right now is
Isn't that
indescribable.
just strange?
Why'd you say
Why
that?
did I do that to
Why'd
you?
you say that?
Because it lives with me forever.
It
and
hurts.
I need to infect
It
everyone
hurts.
else. It's weird. It's just weird.
It is.
The brain is so strange.
We love the brain.
Hit us with the last one.
Randy Gardner in 1965, he was a 17-year-old. So he's in high school, living his best life.
Where are your parents?
They must have dropped the best Call of Duty or whatever because this guy went 11 days without sleep.
So I did read up a little bit about this one. I think it had to do with some sort of a project at school. Not trying to complete the project. Staying up was the project. It was like a study.
You start hallucinating after a certain period of time with no sleep.
It's crazy.
It makes no sense. Like, I can't imagine what this guy was seeing.
Yeah. I mean, I've gone
What do you eat? Like, what do you eat in that time frame? Because
a lot of weird things.
I was about to say, because I'd always eat and I'm ready to go to sleep sometimes, if I overeat or something like that.
My cravings would be all over the map.
All over the place.
You're hallucinating. You're like
You think
chocolate
you're-
covered strawberries.
Yeah, you think you're eating,
crazy.
you're eating something, but you're holding your freaking shoe
Oh,
on
my
day
gosh.
7.
Oh, just
Right.
start drinking weird liquids and you don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Oof.
Like, why is the
Golly.
neighbor over here and why are his eyes so red?
That's crazy, man. That's so crazy. So,
Daddy, did he get in your plant?
so those are yeah, I know. Oh my gosh, yeah. And of course, I got a buddy named Randy, and I don't know if he listens to this, but I'm gonna say this. Of course, it would be a guy named Randy that would do that. It's like, you hear about Randy?
Randy's are the wild ones.
Like you wouldn't say like, oh, Steven. It's like, no, it wouldn't be
Oh,
a Steven.
Peter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Peter.
Peter.
No, it would 100% be a Randy. It's like, yo, Randy's
That's a
been awake
Randy
for
feat.
5 days
That's a Randy
straight
feat.
now. Absolutely. And if you met my buddy Randy, have you ever met my friend Randy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a Randy thing.
Yep.
That's a Randy. Like,
Randy.
it's just people who are named, like Robert or Dylan, people that are named those names, they don't wind up doing these things. The people named Randy do. Why? I don't know. It's a universe. The universe just forces people with names like that to do the strange stuff. And without you, we would not be complete. So to all the Randys out there, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you for being Randy.
That's right.
We need you in this world.
That's right.
But aside from those records, I got a couple para athlete records I want to go through for my fellow disabled folk out there. Anna Louise Svensson, sure. She went 102.45 miles in 24 hours in a wheelchair. For those of you who have never operated a wheelchair, that is not easy, dude. That is not easy.
Like, what's the terrain?
I'm assuming a road.
I would hope it was flat.
Yeah, well,
Or some downhill, you know what I'm saying? Like with the bike and the Iron Man, like I'm hoping she ain't had to roll something. Like just pick your feet up.
I hope I honestly hope she had some like scenery or something. Could you
know.
imagine doing 102 miles around a track? Oh, shout out to if you did that. Shout out to you on top of
Good
the
job,
mental
Annalise.
fortitude to just do
You
circles.
and the pie guy are
you and the
next
pie guy.
level.
Yeah, exactly. Chang Huin Choi.
That was good.
Except
That
it's
was
not
really good.
I don't think it's Huin. It's Hyun.
Hyun.
Chang Hyun Choi. Chang Hyun Choi.
That was good,
In
dude.
South Korea. He has
Proud of you.
thank you. He has cerebral palsy. He took his wheelchair powered by, I'm hoping I remember this correctly, powered by his mouth. Gosh, I don't know if I have that right, but he took his wheelchair, his motorized wheelchair, and over the course of 19 months, this guy went through 35 countries spanning 17,398 miles. Oh my gosh.
That leaves me almost as baffled as your brain epiphany you had earlier.
Dude, that is like, and it's cool too, because when you look him up, you can see like he would stop along the way and take pictures with other like disabled people in their wheelchairs and stuff like that. That is so cool. Like this was over in Europe, by the way. Obviously, he's from South Korea. This happened over in Europe. But to be able to say you went through 35 countries and 17,000 plus miles, that's just awesome, dude. Like, oh my gosh. And then, oh man, this guy's from
This was
France.
you.
Guy I got this. Guy Almafitano.
Ooh.
Amalfitano.
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 Amalfitano. Amalfitano. Sure. He's from France. He has the record for longest journey on crutches. Listen, people, crutches suck.
I've been on them. This is the only one I can somewhat.
I've been on them too. Crutches suck.
Heck,
This guy, over the course of 175 days, went 3,731.97 miles.
imagine how many the padding, like having to change that out and wear it, and what your armpits probably look like after that.
Can I be honest with you? Another 0.03 and he couldn't just make it an even number? Like, I'm joking. That's a joke. Like, seriously.
What a guy.
Dude, that's insane.
What a guy.
I will say the few times I've been on crutches when I was younger and I had injuries, the one thing I always thought was that I could run faster with crutches because I would eventually when I was able to put weight on my feet, I would double feet and then crutch and double feet crutch. And I was like, oh, so much faster on crutches. I'm not faster on crutches. No one is. And it also hurts. And I can't believe that guy did it. That's insane.
What a guy.
Yeah, what a guy. All right. So before we go, I got some hilarious videos I wanted to get Dylan's reaction to. These are just really crazy, awesome, weird videos. I just can't believe these things. Like some of these things are weird and some of them are just really cool. The first one is hilarious.
What is he doing?
So when I was a kid, what inspired me to bring this video, when I was a kid, I always felt like there were certain weird things I could do, like load the dishwasher super fast. And I'm like, man, I got to be the fastest one who's ever loaded a dishwasher in my life. I wish they had an Olympics for loading dishwashers, or just like dumb, weird little things like that, because I wasn't athletic. So I thought of those things. Shout out to this guy, hammer fisting bricks. Like,
broke every single one too. Your poor hand,
dude.
You can see the discoloration of his hand where he's hitting them. It's probably stained from the bricks, but also just pure bruising.
Also, he's hitting these bricks not holding the backsides. So he's hitting them hard enough so they don't flip and they shear.
Exactly.
So he's actually hitting these bricks.
He's smacking them.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Dude, it's
He's just pimp slapping them, just left, right.
and he just keeps going, dude. This guy, so
Never-ending.
for those of you listening, this guy on a ledge, he has bricks set up to where like a third of the brick is hanging over the ledge. He is on his knees, just moving himself down this ledge punching these bricks until they snap in half. Oh, and now he's standing up and he's just going to keep going. Oh my gosh, they're on bottles.
Beer bottles or whatever kind of bottle they are.
He has these bricks balanced on bottles and he's breaking them in half with a bare fist. He's smashing these bricks in half. I love people like this. I love people that realize they can do something insanely crazy and they put it out there for the world to see. Because think about it. This guy, 20, 30 years ago, without social media, 40 years ago, he's just a crazy dude that breaks bricks. It's like, oh, Randy's over there smashing bricks.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Everyone's like, why would he do that? Now he's on the internet and he's getting like crazy famous because this dude can just smash bricks, dude. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. This kid is nuts. Do you have the video up?
Yeah.
This kid is nuts. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So he is on like parallel bars in like a gymnasium, and he is spinning himself. His body control at like, what do you think he is? 12, 13 years old?
Something like that. It's just amazing to see the coordination he's got. And
Also,
this rhythm, dude, like,
oh man. And
he's in a groove. Dude, boom, lands it.
And he's rocking Hello Kitty sweatpants.
Stud.
Dude, listen, I'm telling you guys right now, if your kid gets into gymnastics and you go to watch an event and he's competing against somebody who shows up in Hello Kitty sweatpants and no shirt, your kid's probably going to lose. Sorry. That kid's got so much swagger and so much confidence and skill. Like, that's just, oh my gosh, that's hilariously mind-blowing. This guy right here is the epitome of hang loose. Like, I guarantee you.
That's a good way to put it.
He is he's the guy that you see him walking down the street and you're like, hey, how's it going? And he's like, like, that's this guy. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh my
there he goes.
Gosh, dude. I love the camera angle too.
I love those cameras.
Just backflipping off a huge bridge. I'm pretty sure this is the same bridge so this is a compilation. I forgot. This guy is like parkouring, jumping down handrails and a flip at the end for good measure. Backwards roller skate.
Those are cool.
Dude, look at
that
those
would
lights.
be cool.
Skipping. See, I love the random stuff. This guy is just skipping around.
That was a dream
Super
skip
fun.
right there.
Oh, I picked this one because of you.
I love this. I've seen this before.
This guy loading his bike up like.
I could do the advanced, but the pro, no.
Yeah.
And then always late. There it is. There's me.
Yeah, always late. Right.
Don't leave me.
Oh, dude, that's great. And this guy with a kind of sketchy plywood park, but you know, whatever. He's doing it right with a huge step up.
Yeah.
And then another kid, man.
This
look
kid
at
is
this.
awesome.
So again, this kid's probably
Brandon just finished playing soccer, and this is.
He's probably what, 10, 11 years old? Like, body control.
It's one thing to be
and then you have
athletic with your
Jace.
hands and body, but I feel like just being athletic with your feet is crazy.
Look at that.
Heck no. Heck no.
Airing out over a whale.
Not doing it. Let me just land on the whale real quick.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, well.
So good. And then I have such a profound
Amazement.
respect for skateboarders. I am so bad at skateboarding. How they are able to control those tiny little wheels on a board all the way at the bottom of your body.
I wish I would have kept skateboarding when I picked it up and tried it.
Yeah.
Because I know that feeling of being in the air.
Yeah.
And being,
it's cool.
You're not attached. Like, you're detached from what's making you move around.
Skiing, that's another thing. I really miss skiing and snowboarding.
I need to try snowboarding. I've skied, but I have not snowboarded.
Snowboarding's fun. I like it. I was way better at skiing. Yeah,
that
soaps,
looks fun.
Old school soaps and just trick shots with basketball, man.
And
like these people.
splash.
Oh, what? I don't even know what this is, but it's sick.
All right.
He throws a
photo
rock
ball.
with a rope or something?
Heck no. This makes no sense. It's like a snake. How do snakes move? How does that guy hold that?
And
here's a stud.
Yeah, this kid's going to be...
Whole shot coming up in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at
boom.
that. In the celebration.
Heck yes.
And then this, I hope this is me when I'm 90.
It will be.
That guy's crazy.
Why you're wearing gloves, I don't know, but...
Oh, and then jumping off a cliff, man. I don't think I could do it.
Imagine not jumping far enough.
Back in the day.
Far enough out.
Dude, Travis...
And you catch the side.
Travis Pastrana, he pulled his ripcord. Did you ever see that? He jumped into the Grand Canyon and he front flipped to try to get away from the wall and then front flipped again And by the time he pulled his chute, he was basically hitting the ground. Like it's terrifying, man. Absolutely terrifying. I love the weird stuff and go. My dad always used to say, find what you love doing in life and find a way to make money doing it, and you'll never work a day in your life.
Absolutely.
And it is the truth, dude. Don't think you got to go to college and get a degree and become this because that's what society wants you to do. If you can find a way to make money doing what you love, and what you love is something really weird, maybe you won't get rich at doing it, but dude, you'll be happy. You'll be happy every day.
Pay the bills
Pay
with the thrills. That's a good way to live.
It's a way to go, dude. So think about all these weird records. Think about how the brain named itself.
Yeah,
and turn your brain on.
And see how many units of pi you can memorize.
Yeah, right. 3.14. I'm moving on.
Yeah.
I am not memorizing any more than that. But yeah, I mean, listen, we got to give a shout out to the freaks out there, man. Like, keep it up. Keep it up, because that's what AI...
It's the freak show episode.
Dude, AI might take over the world, but they'll never be as weird as humans.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to rule.
Let's see AI, whatever it is, moonwalk.
Oh.
Can't do it.
Oh, shoot,
Can't
dude.
do it.
No, Musk will figure it out. They'll figure out a moonwalking robot. That's so annoying.
Oh, well, it's not as cool as a human doing it.
Yeah, shout out Michael Jackson. Oh my gosh, that guy could move, dude.
It's so smooth.
Oh, it was
So
dirty,
smooth.
man. It was dirty. All right. Well, anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and if you have something weird that you do and you're really good at it, comment down below or shoot us comment a link to your YouTube video. Next time we have a episode about this, we'll shout
you out.
Yeah, absolutely. We fully support the weirdos out there and the people who have just off-kilter talents.
I support Corey.
Yeah, I'm pretty weird. That's for dang sure. But like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, and follow us on all these awesome channels out there: Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon, Audible, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, all of them.
All of them.
Do it.
We'll see you later, you freak athletes.
It's a bunch of freaks.
That escalated quickly.
You jumped up a notch.
Not a fight. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We gotta keep our composure.
You need to take it down. You really need to take it down a notch.
Oh man, I'm so tired.
I bet, dude.
Dude, I was pushing through the last half hour. I was like, oh man, this is so
I could
dumb.
tell when the switch flipped for you.